From the outside in, sis, you've got it all put together. You look the part, you walk the part, you talk the part. But the truth is, behind the scenes, you are silently struggling, and no one knows it until now. So I know you've done all the right things. You really and truly have. There's no doubt about that. Okay. You have climbed the corporate ladder. You have earned all the degrees and the accolades. You've got the whole alphabet soup of credentials behind your name. You have done well and been very successful both in your career and academically. You've showed up for everybody for years. And that's a beautiful thing. But deep down inside, sis, you're tired. And not only are you tired, you're booked, you're busy, and you are breaking down quietly. And sure, you look successful on paper, but you're crying in the shower because you can't let anyone know the truth and you can't let anyone else see how exhausted you really are. So, sis, if this describes you, then this message is for you. Okay. My heart goes out to you because I know exactly what this feels like. And God only knows when I've ever gone through anything like this, when I've ever felt this way personally. And I have felt this way a lot. So I know what you're going through. And I wish I had somebody talking to me the way I'm talking to you. I want to talk first about the illusion of success. And it is an illusion. You are a woman who everybody else admires, right? You're educated, you're polished, you're professional, you're polite, you're positive all the time. You've got great energy. You are the go to problem solver. Everybody comes to you for everything. You're like the walking encyclopedia. When anything goes wrong in anybody's life, you are the one that they go to first. You are the one that they think of first. You are top of mind. You are checking off all the boxes. You got a great career, check, right? You've done well in school, check. You've got all the degrees, check. All the credentials behind your name, check mark, right? You've got family, check. You've started a side business, check. You've done it all. But inside, not the outside, not the external stuff, inside, you're tired. Inside, you're feeling burned out and you're running empty. In fact, you're running on fumes and you hardly have anything left. This video is a video I want to do to hold up the mirror to you, sis. You, the high achieving woman who is silently suffering. Okay? We've got to stop suffering in silence when help is readily available and accessible to you. And we've got to stop being so prideful that we don't ask for the help that we need. And I had to learn that the hard way. Okay. So I want to talk to you about when the hustle becomes harmful. Okay. Now, I know what it's like to be the strong friend or the strong family member, right? Like I said, everybody comes to you for everything. You are always the resourceful one. You are the one who knows how to get people out of the hole, out of the ditch that they dug themselves in, right? Out of the deep, dark depression that somebody else might be going through. But often, you and I, people like us who are the strong ones, we are the first ones to really break down. But the thing is, we don't let anybody see that. Maybe a select few, some very close family members or friends, right? But more times than not, we cry silent tears at night when we lay our head down on that pillow, right? When we're in the shower, that's when we let it all stream. We internalize so much because externally, people just see our strength. And some people, not intentionally, not meaning any harm, but they take that for granted. And then there's no one there to really hold us up in the ways that we really need them to, right? So we got to keep putting on this facade of being strong. So we're the ones who's breaking down behind closed doors. What you've done is you've swapped your very demanding 9 to 5 job for a very demanding business. And yes, you've got the title and you're wearing it well. It's nice to be an entrepreneur and a business owner, even a successful business owner. That's a nice title to have. But guess what? How does that help you if you are exhausted and you don't have any time for yourself and you're neglecting your own needs? Right now, you're in a position where your body is aching. You're always in pain. You have built up some tightness and tension that you can't get rid of up here in your neck and shoulder areas. You might even have some chronic musculoskeletal issues and other health conditions and ailments that you didn't have before, right? Because there's so much toxicity that's building up in your body and you can't release it because the stress is holding it in there. And you have really no outlet because all you really do is focus on the work. Again, you don't have a lot of time for yourself. So what else would you focus on? You're focusing on so much of trying to make it all work and trying to hold it all together. But who's holding you all together when you're crumbling inside like cookie crumbles, right? I mean, you are literally crumbling to pieces. Oh, outside you look strong and you look well put together, but it's on the inside that matters, right? And not only are you aching inside, but your relationships are strained. Your marriage might be on the brink of divorce. You truly haven't even rested for real, like real rest in years, in a very long time. Because you're always thinking, always doing, always going. And by the way, whether you know it or not, a lot of that comes from that's a trauma response from whatever has happened in your past that you have not yet dealt with. And that's an underlying issue. And these are the symptoms that are showing up. These are the signs that tell you it's time to do something about it. It's time to heal internally. It's time to work on that mindset. It's time to peel back the layers and go deep to discover what is really going on, right? We've got to discover and uncover that and reveal that to ourselves and disclose that information and say it out loud. And I know that's hard to deal with and that's a hard pill to swallow when you just want to act like and pretend like it's not happening, like it doesn't exist. But you and I know better. You and I know differently. And you're smarter than that. So we can't keep pretending. We don't need to be the great pretender, right? We need to figure out what's going on the deeper side of things, like more, like what is the profound, where does the problems, I should say, stem from? And the deeper we go, the more we ask ourselves why, the deeper we can go. And then as we reveal those answers to ourselves, we can lay that out on the table and then address those issues. But as long as we keep pretending and suppressing and staying busy and just moving on with our days and staying booked and busy and bogged down and burnt out, we're going to keep feeling the feeling that you're going through now, everything that I've pointed out here so far, that's going to stay true for you. Because we can't just make it go away by the snap of a finger, right? We can't sprinkle fairy dust on ourselves or wave a magic wand. There is no magic pill to make any of that go away. The only way to deal with it is to deal with it head on. Okay? So there is an emotional cost of doing it all. And right now, I know you're feeling guilty because when you slow down, you feel like you're not doing enough. You might be ashamed to say no. So you say more yeses than you do no. And you are terrified of disappointing others because you never do, right? You can do it all. You wear that S on your chest. You're proud of that. But what about you, sis? What about you? You've got a full calendar. You've got a never ending to do list. Your soul is quietly screaming for peace, peace of mind, sanity, right? And why do those things have to be sacrificed? Why does your soul have to be sacrificed? Why does your health and happiness need to be compromised for anyone or anything? Why do you keep putting yourself on the back burner while putting everyone and everything else first? And you consistently do that, and you persist on doing it. You insist on doing it. And I'd like to know how that's working out for you so far. Now, I'm your good girlfriend. I'm your sister girl. I'm here for you. There is a judgment-free zone here, sis. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to you as if you were a best friend, a good girlfriend, my sister, and you are my sister in the journey. And so I want you to prosper in life. I want you to flourish. I want you to feel happy. I want you to feel whole. I want you to feel youthful and vibrant and colorful in life. I want you to live big and think, dream big and be bold and do the things that make you happy. I want you to have everything your heart desires. More peace, more pleasure, and bigger profits for sure. Success shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't feel painful. You should feel joyful. You should feel happy. You really should be at peace. And the peace that is being disturbed right now is all internal, right? And we've got to shatter that by doing the internal work to expedite our external success. Otherwise, what's the point of being able to leave that cushy corporate career to start this booming business? And all you do is break down and cry and have nervous breakdowns and just feel exhausted and depleted and defeated and deflated. What good is that? We need to bring back the happiness, the joyfulness, the peacefulness. And that requires community, that requires a coach, that requires sisterhood. It requires a team of the right people on your side. You've got to continue to be your loudest cheerleader and your biggest fan, but you've got to get people in your corner to cheer you on too. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, just like I know, this is not the life you dreamed of. It's not. This is not the life you dreamed of. This is not the reason you left corporate. And I know you've had those moments because I've had those moments where you realize this can't be it. Like, this really cannot be my life. It can't be. There has to be more to life than this right here. And the money doesn't feel worth it because it's how? I mean, it's your mental health is harmed, right? It's damaged. How can the money be worth your mental health? That's everything. Your mental health matters the most, right? It starts there. Everything else it trickles down. Those physical ailments that you're experiencing trickles down from your mental situation. The money's not worth it, sis. The applause can't even begin to touch the ache you feel inside. You are afraid right now to admit that success has come at a price, that it is costing you something. And you know what it's costing you the most? Out of everything, just kind of wrapping it up real nicely here for you and summarizing all of this, it is costing you your joy. And as my mother has always told me from the time I was a little girl till this very day, God bless her, Thank God she's still here. She says it to me all the time. Don't let anyone or anything steal your joy. Stop and smell the roses. Stop and smell the flowers. Take time for yourself to do what makes you happy. So we cannot allow that. It is up to us to decide today, right now. I'm asking you to decide today, right now, as you are hearing the sound of my voice, as you are hearing me speak to you in this moment, to make a decision, to own your joy, to rediscover that, the things that light you up, the things that bring you pleasure, without feeling guilty about that. And you wonder, is there a better way? Yes, of course there is. That's why I'm here. There is always a better way. It is called the holistic path. That is your true path to freedom. You know, do you understand what I'm saying? It is your true path to freedom is to be holistically well, not just partially well. Not just, well, you're doing good in your career, you're doing great in business, you're doing okay over here in your relationship. No, I mean every part of you. Because after all, you are a whole human being, last time I checked, right? So we've got to treat you as that, holistically. So you don't need another strategy, hun. No, what you need, and what you really need is you need a strong support system. And you need someone who sees you for who you are, the whole you. And that is why I do the work that I do as a holistic business coach and an RN health and wellness educator. I teach women just like you how to seamlessly transition from their corporate careers, those who have been successful and well established for years in corporate, but they know they're here for something more. And I help you as a successful or as the high achieving, ambitious woman entrepreneur. I teach you how to build an aligned and profitable online brand and business without sacrificing your soul and sanity or compromising your health and happiness. We've got to start prioritizing your health, your healing, and your happiness. And this is the very reason why I created my CPR and AED frameworks, my legacy ladder framework, right? As well as my coaching programs, my content that I do here and on any other platforms. This is why, to revive women like you, to revive your life, to revive your dreams, your vision, to revive your business, and every aspect that makes up you. Because right now, what you don't realize is that you are flatlining. And we've got to make sure you have the right tools and equip yourself with everything you need to resuscitate all of that so you can come back stronger and better than ever before. So I know people say that nobody's coming to save you and you've got to rescue yourself. But I am literally here, sis, throwing you a lifeline. And all you got to do is hold on to it and allow me to reel you in. And not be so shameful, feeling guilty, feeling embarrassed, or in so much pain, or have so much ego or pride that you don't take the help that I'm offering. And you don't necessarily have to do this in the light of the public, right? Because nobody wants to air their dirty laundry necessarily, right? So it's okay if we have the conversation in private, but we do have to normalize and have the conversation. It's necessary, right? I need you to stop hiding behind your pain in plain sight. I need your healing, your happiness, and your wholeness to matter and to come first before any and everything and everybody. Okay? And so I encourage you to take the first step and allow me to meet you where you are. That's what I do best. I meet you halfway. I'm at the halfway mark. I need you to come meet me here. Okay? Come a little bit closer and allow me to meet you where you are. Take hold of my hand and let me pull you in and give you a hug, a virtual hug, you know, and let you know it's okay, sis, and you're not alone. I want you I have a couple of resources for you. They're very critical to your success. So I need you to hear me. Okay. The first one is my ebook, Mindset Mastery. Okay. That book is complimentary to you. You can download it right now. I'll make sure this is pinned in the comments. It's also in the description box. This talks about how imposter syndrome is a scam. It is an interactive PDF guide that's going to literally guide you to where you need to be, like what the 5 pillars are for every person on their entrepreneurial journey, like basically the 5 pillars to success that every entrepreneur needs and that every entrepreneur who has made it to a level of success and gratification has utilized. So this will be for you, okay? My Mindset Mastery book, because that's the first thing we have to work on, right? Now, there is also my AED business revival kit. So if your business is falling by the wayside or failing in some area, this is a toolkit you need to bring it back. As well, this is another interactive guide because I believe in doing the work in real time to get you the results. And that, by the way, is another complimentary resource for you. Okay. The other thing that I need you to know, and this is time sensitive, but I want to invite you, if you identify, now anybody I'm talking to here, by the way, in case you're wondering, my ideal client avatar is exactly who I described, right? But I'm also sharing with you that I work specifically with marginalized groups, okay, as well. So women collectively over 40, so Gen Xers, right? If you are a woman of color, any shade of brown, and if you are of the LGBTQ plus community, just to be clear. Okay. Now, this specific resource I have for you that I'm going to tell you about right now is specifically for if you identify as a Black woman. So not just a woman of color of any shade of brown, okay, from any ethnic background with a shade of brown, specifically for Black women. It is called the Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black women. So it is designed with you in mind. You need to absolutely be in the room, the virtual room. It is 100% virtual, so it doesn't matter where you live. And guess what? If you want to hide out, this would be a great place to do it because you don't even have to come on camera. In fact, we're not going to allow the participants to be on camera because we know that people are really concerned about privacy. So it's okay. But you have the opportunity to network with other women, to connect and collaborate with others. And if you buy the all access pass, you get an opportunity to join in on some very special bonuses. It's a 3-day event in May, but the tickets are on sale right now, and those sale prices will expire April 15th. Okay, so you have a very limited time because as of this recording, we're looking at next week. Okay, so you need to get in the virtual room, and I want you to go ahead and purchase your tickets today so you don't forget, especially with all you have going on. And then I'm going to make sure that I have the link as well to all of these resources in the description below. And you can at any time, by the way, if you want to hop on a call with me and let's talk about it in private, always feel free to book a clarity call with me. Okay, I'll leave the link again to all of these resources just for you. Okay, this event, by the way, the virtual event I just spoke about, sis, this isn't just another event. Okay, I need you to know that this is the soft place you need. You need a soft place to land right now, and you need a launch pad to a better life. You understand? You need a soft place to land and a launch pad to a better life. And I want that for you more than anything. So if this has been helpful for you, and I hope it has, I know it has, I want you to leave me a comment right now and let me know what hit home, what pulled on those heartstrings, what resonated with you the most. What were you feeling? What are you going through? If you don't mind sharing openly in a public forum, or reach out to me and connect with me privately, okay? So, and make sure that you share this video out with others who need to hear this message as well, because sharing is caring. So that's my time. I'm going to tune out while you tune in. Be sure to share this video out with at least 3 friends and watch the next video that YouTube recommends, okay? As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now.